Good morning. It's Tuesday, October 30th, 2012. Electric's out completely up north. I'm kind of worried about everybody up there, especially my mom. Anyway, I got Hedgehog running. It's doing 116 updates. I just updated it to Service Pack 3 and it came up with 116 updates. It's insane. But it's running now anyway. All I did, I finally got a diagnostics program to run by running by getting some discs on eBay. And I found out you have to change a setting in the BIOS for your CPU to auto-detect under normal instead of under compatible, and then it works. It's kind of weird, but that fixed it. So, or it fixed the speed of Hedgehog. They get batteries for all this, so they remember who they are. These computers when the electrics go out. So anyway, I'm going to run Hedgehog as my third computer. I got to get the electric increased up here somehow so I can run another heater. It's really cold from the hurricane. I'm going to take a trip out and get some milk. And hopefully the bus comes today. I took a little video just before this on my phone and test that out. Just got off at the post office. My stupid CC permit still has not come in. I'm going to have to give them a call. Find out what's the deal with that. I'm going to walk down to Food Lion, do some shopping. It's starting to snow a little bit. Yeah, big mistake getting off the bus early in a cold, windy drizzle with spatterings of snow. I gotta find my heavy jacket for this winter. This jacket's not too bad, but I'm not acclimated to this kind of stuff. Oh, there it is. I had to get some stuff for my landlord, too. So that's why I got so much crap here. Anyway, it's a really crappy day. Looks like it's going to possibly start snowing tonight. It's just starting to snow on and off now. This will turn into an ice base and some snow. So I gotta wait for the bus for about 10 more minutes and I'll cruise on home. It's the last bus, that's why I was rushing. Got some steak for tonight on sale for like $2.50 for a little bit of steak. That's good. I still got some of them noodles left too from last night. Noodles and hot dogs. Wish I could get something more accomplished these days. I did update my job apps in 2 places here in Food Lion and in YMCA. Other than that, nothing really accomplished. I made it back. What a crummy day. It's getting a little warmer though. Oh, there's some early dinner. Repeated yesterday. A couple plates of these. That should do it. Yeah, I've been looking over this server that I just got in the dark here. What it has a PCIe 16 slot, and it's got 2 regular PCI slots. And it's got a PCI 1 slot. PCIe 1 slot. What you can do, you can put any type PCI slot up to 16 in a PCI 16 slot, E16 slot. So I can get a RAID array card that'll fit. A lot of the good ones have PCIe 4, so I'll be able to put that right in that blue slot and run all 8 of these drives I'm putting in these IC dock units. The lighting in this room sucks. So that will be cool. So I could theoretically have 3 RAID 5 units in this. What I'd like to do is get a redundant power supply here as well and fit it into this slot. I think I figured out a way to do that as well. Then I'd pull this power supply out of it. Crap. Great. Just dropped my other computer, Coyote. Anyway, that would leave this one free to use in another, like a high-performance gaming machine or something like that I could use for stock analysis, gaming, general cruising. When I get a 4-unit KVM switch, I'm going to run 3 channels to the normal 3 clients that I use, 2 on the desk, and one's going to be right hooked to my TV for general use through the radio. And well, maybe I'll just use put that separate, and I'll have 3 regular ones. And I'll run the 4th one into another KVM system running FreeBSD machines later on. Some through VPN remote locations, so I don't have to have all this crap here anymore. What I should be doing is working on the catalogs and getting stuff up to sell. That's what I should be doing right now. I have some of my lease space back for a year. Hopefully I won't not have the money next year like I didn't this year. And I'll be able to get some stuff up for sale here. Oh, it looks not so good. Crap. Since I dropped this, it's something's wrong with it now. Well, this is why it's not recognizing the hard drive. When I dropped it, I may have destroyed the hard drive. It's only a 40 gig hard drive. I don't think I have anything that important on here. Oh well, I'll take this apart now. It's crazy. More projects. On with Coyote. Hey, I got it to boot up. Apparently the problem is a screwed up connector in the back of this drive. I have to clean this whole thing up. Maybe that connector's not in good enough. Thing's a wreck. Let's take this whole thing apart and blow it out. Hasn't been cleaned in a long time. Need to get some kind of a bracket for the CD drive too. Yeah, I'll pull this one out. I'll put one of the shorter ones in. I just need one to. I don't need to make anything with it. I'll just pull this out and that way I have some more clearance. The fans seem to be working. Noisy little things. Five fans. And this here, that's why it's so noisy. Alright. Should pull this whole motherboard out and clean it. Alright, I pulled the whole computer out of the bedroom. What I'm going to do is disassemble this whole thing, clean the case, clean the components best I can because I don't have the right cleaning components, and then reassemble it. Okay, I removed the drive and the extra drive bracket. You see how dirty this crap is. This actually slides in. I never had the bracket for that CD, that's why it's so loose. These are pretty cool. You just screw the CD or whatever to it, and like so, and then you just slide it in, and it's got one screw to hold it in on this particular model. I don't know what brand this case is, or I'd be looking for a bracket for the CD. I'm gonna have to make something. I don't know what it would use actually. They don't have the same built-in lock things as the other ones do. Yeah, I pulled that out. I pulled all the screws out of this crossbar. There's two screws in the middle, and there were two on the outside. Here they are, all four of them. Some of these are little weird screws. Able to screw the screws back. Here's the CD screw. I screw it back loosely. I just leave them where they go so I don't lose them. So I know where they are. This is tie wrapped to the base. Sadly, I don't have any tie wraps here. I got some in storage unit. I brought out a razor knife, so I'm just going to cut them. I'm going to have to put it together without tie wrapping them, so I'll have to tie wrap them sometime in the future. Maybe when I get this CD back. Alright, they have the 4 case fans. It's easy chained into this Molex connector. I just pulled it out of the power supply. So, this should all be independent now. No, actually it's not. They've got these all intertwined as well. I guess that's for monitoring. I'm going to have to write down where these go. Well, now I've done it. I accidentally cut off this power thing. I didn't, and the way I cut it off, it didn't really leave a lot of leeway for tying it back together again. It's a common connector. I wish I had some scrap computers. I just cut another one off and lengthen it. That's why you should use clippers and not use a razor knife. I tried to use the scissors. I couldn't get enough leverage on it. Oh well, I'll have to fix that. I had to cut all these tie wraps. Anyway, this is loose. I just haven't been able to get the hand string out of here. I thought it would just plug right in. Luckily I didn't cut any of these black ones. These are all the main power things. Those are the biggest pain in the neck of putting in any motherboard. I'm not sure what this NIC 1, NIC 2 is. I know it has to do with the Ethernet. On the positive side, I see there's a promise chip. It's probably all fuzzy in this stupid camera. Right there. So this has a promise is a normally RAID controllers. So this may have built-in onboard RAID that I've never been using, which means I could probably take my other 40 gig drive that I just have laying around and RAID the two of them together. Except I'd rather have two that are identical. You can see where I'm taking this apart, how messy, dirty this is. Usually nothing shorts out, but if enough moisture builds up, it gets in the dust and it shorts out your connectors and cause your motherboard to go. It's a really old system, but it's an oldie but goodie. So I think I paid like $450 for this years ago. I got 4 or 5 of them a lot of years ago, back when I had money. Okay, I got the whole fan bar out of there. All these are working, so I'm going to just clean them up and put them back together again. Well, apparently they had 2 of them daisy chained through this Molex connector. So anytime you turn on the power, the 2 of them would automatically go on, hot or not. And then the other 2, the one was the connector that I accidentally cut, and another one just like it, or a thermistor controlled somewhere, fan 1 and fan 2. I'm not sure. I might be able to get some data on this board if these are like all the time power on fans. Well, actually I gotta hook it through that because they sense whether or not the fans are running. The added bonus, I have a PCI adapter card here, which is pretty cool. You can put your PCI cards in sideways so that they fit. I can't really think of any kind of a PCI card I would want to fit in here though. Maybe a SATA RAID 1. If I can fit one of those Promise SATA RAID 1 cards, maybe I can put 2 SATA drives in here. That'd be pretty awesome. Man, I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, these motherboards you can get nowadays for like $20-25. I'm not sure what kind of a CPU I have in here. Nowadays they all use all blade servers and whatnot, stuff I can't afford. Another few years I'll be buying them cheap though too, the way it's going. Alright, this whole bar is out. Okay, it's ready to be processed and cleaned. Got my whole power supply completely out. That's ready to get cleaned. The drive's out. I'm going to replace the CD. I'm going to clean the old one anyway. That's just down to the motherboard. Got the power switch off. I gotta get a little plastic bag for this so I don't lose it. The fan power that I accidentally cut. Hopefully it's able to be wrapped well and taped. I may have to solder it or get another end with a longer tail on it. These I'll just leave on here. After I pull this off, I'll clean this whole motherboard. What a mess. Huh. Yeah, this computer's been in some pretty rough environments. Well, this is real good news. Little manufacturing tag there. C design. Awesome. That may help me be able to possibly track down parts for this thing. I believe this thing's made out of stainless steel. Alright, it's all gutted out, ready to rebuild. I got all the screws stuck in the screw areas. I gotta get a plastic bag for that other piece yet, or get the electric tape and actually do it. Alright, yep, now comes Windex time. Crazy, man. Yeah, it's getting there. Using Q-tips for the nooks and crannies. Okay, now for stage 2. I'll clean this thing up and then install it. I'll pull all these fans out. Boy, this case is well built. This thing's galvanized. Anyway, I washed it off in the, you can't help, kitty cat. Wash this off in the bathtub. I'm going to let this dry off. I'll work on cleaning the fans. This is a serious pain. Anyway, I got most of it together. I got to put 2 more fans in there. What I'm going to do is put the all the time on ones on the ends, which I just did. They connect with this little, I got to clean this yet. Get the dust out in between this little Molex adapter. And then these other intermittent ones, I'll just leave these in the middle. That way there's always a an outside airflow. I probably should have reversed them so that there was a spin inside the case. I guess it doesn't matter because it just flows through. Now it's getting there. I'm going to have to get some tie wraps and get some electric tape. I know I have electric tape in my toolbox downstairs. Well, it's about 2:30 in the morning. I still haven't done the motherboard. What I have to do is blow the motherboard out. I'm going to get the compressor running and blow it out. I don't think I should do that at night and wake everybody up, though. So I think I'm going to can this project for tonight. And that'll be that. I got everything else done. Except putting the motherboard in, and I got to repair that fan lead. It's in here somewhere. I don't know where it is. Gotta make it like that. Here it is. I don't know how the heck I cut that. Maybe it was already screwed up. It's a little too clean. Alright, this will be like a brand new unit tomorrow. Anyway, you guys all have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow.